Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the day I'm going to be putting together the, the, I don't know, before and after, if you want to call it, of the homestead of last year's successes, of what we did right in the homestead, what we did wrong, and what we want to do and accomplish this year, which we will be moving. Right now, my concern is how big these plants are getting. I'm actually pretty surprised at how much they've grown in this little amount of time since we planted the seeds. These are from seed. Came home from dropping the kids off at school, and every single time I have to do that, all I keep thinking is I wish I was at the point already where I could homeschool on the homestead. I have been looking and trying to research how to do it in my area, which is Western Massachusetts, and you know, things aren't 100% clear. I kind of am reading conflicting things on how to do it and legally doing it and that kind of thing. So I'm a little confused about it, and it's very frustrating as well. So actually, if anybody knows how to get started with that, or what kind of information I need, where to go, links, anything, any kind of information, can you put it in the comments below so that I can go back to it and see? I try to, like, I bring the kids to school and I have to drop them off, and I really wish that I didn't have to do that. I would like to keep them home, do their schooling here, and you know, enjoy them more. I don't like that they have to get up at a strict time, and what I found out recently, they only get 5 minutes to eat their lunch. 5 minutes to eat their lunch. I think that is the most ridiculous thing ever. 5 minutes. The school systems are just ridiculous. The education system. I feel like they would benefit more from homeschooling, honestly. I feel like not that the teachers aren't great, because they are, especially where I live. We have a really great school. The schools in my area are really great. But there are some things that are out of the teacher's control, and that's really unfortunate. So, you know, I think that picking that up at home, as much as I do already with helping the kids, I just feel like it could be more. And they're such good kids, and they're really well-rounded, and that's fantastic, and I want to continue that. And I have 7 kids, and my first 4 are all grown. They've all graduated, and they're all out on their own. So I've been through the school system quite a bit. That is our dinner. We're having pulled pork sandwiches, which I love. We also, we do a lot with our kids. We do lots of activities, learning things, fun things. We go a lot of places. Museums are a big thing for us. Different types of museums, and, you know, functions at museums. We go to learning things. We like to explore out in the wilderness. There's just a lot of things that, you know, also with with homeschooling we would be able to do. We would be able to leave for a week and go on vacation whenever we feel like it, and schoolwork can come with us. There is a seminar a lot of you probably know about in Virginia in October 11th and 12th, and it's for Homesteaders of America. Justin Rhodes will be there. A lot of people will be there that we know from YouTube, and who are avid homesteaders who have been doing this for years and just know what they're talking about. This is the week of October. Here, you're in school, and my kids, we want to go to this, but it's in Virginia. We're in Massachusetts, and we could make it I think it's about a 7-hour drive from here, from what I looked up. We could make it a weekend thing, but it's a Friday and a Saturday, the 11th and 12th. But we're going to be in Virginia. Like, there's Colonial Williamsburg. My son lives in North Carolina, and we could go and see him. And I just think, why not make an entire week out of it? And we could bounce to different things all the way down the East Coast. So, like, Ayden wants to go to the Ford's Theater. He's a huge Abraham Lincoln fan, and he wants to go see that. He wants to see the monuments. There's stuff that they would like to do, and I feel like that's a perfect opportunity to do it, basically. And we've talked about renting an RV for the week and driving all the way down the coast and hitting these spots, and then getting down to Virginia for the weekend, going to this whole homesteaders thing, and then popping back home. There's a lot of junk that comes along and a lot of restrictions, and I would like to be able to give my kids the world. I would like to be able to take them where they're going to benefit, where they're going to learn, where they're going to enjoy life more than sitting in a classroom, where they can learn about Abraham Lincoln in a book, or they can go to where he lived. They can go to where he worked. They can go see monuments. They can go to his grave. This is my point. They're still learning, but they're actually there experiencing it. They could go. Ayden loves the Civil War. They could go to Gettysburg. We're going to Virginia again, Civil War. So there's just so much that I want to be able to do, and they're only young once. They're only this age once, and I feel like this is the time to do it. So if anybody knows anything, I'll still be researching and trying to find out more information, but if anybody else knows of anything, has any information about homeschooling, please let me know and put it down in the comments. I would love to hear about it, and see if I can get this going. I would like to have them homeschooled by the time the next school year starts, so we don't even have to deal with that at all. And it's a good time. Ayden will be switching schools. Emily stays in the same school. They're actually not used to not being in the same school, and they're not looking forward to that. They've always been in school together, and they switched the schools this year from the school they're in is an elementary school. It used to go to 5th grade. Now it only goes to 4th grade, which is where Ayden is. And then they switched it to another school for 5th and 6th grade, then another school for 7th and 8th grade, and then high school. I mean, come on. Why? That's just, that's so much. So, if I could get them if I could just homeschool them before the next school year starts, that would be ideal. These carrots, they planted way too many seeds, so we're going to have to try to break these up in different pots. I think actually this is the row where they didn't realize they were so small, and they went to sprinkle them, and it just dumped. We tried to fish them out of there, but clearly a lot stayed in there, because there's a lot in, it's like 3 different ones where there's a whole bunch of them coming out. So I don't know if that's going to survive or not, but we're going to try to separate those into different pots to see if we can keep them going.